Welcome to this commentary. I'm Darlanio, and this is a Dailymotion Cup game, Game 4, between DieStar and Hasu. We can see that DieStar is spawning here in the 12 o'clock position, or in the north position of Terminus Se, and in the eastern or 3 o'clock position we have Hasu spawning as the yellow Protoss. Let's see if they continue as they have in the former games, with a 9 pylon and a 10 supply depot. No surprise there. If you haven't seen the other games, please do. Game 1, 2 and 3 are available on YouTube, with my comments, of course, for better and worse. Chrono boosting 2 probes out, and now when the supply depot is finished, we see him erect 1 barracks. Here 1 probe is warping in the gateway, the first gateway, and the probe leaves base 4 to be scouting, and this time it seems that Hasu is not guessing the correct position of his opponent. He is going to scout the south position, or the 6 o'clock position on this map, which is base 3. But as we already know, base 1 is occupied by DieStar, who is moving out with his almost invisible SCV, purple being so dark on my screen I almost can't see it. They will meet up here at area 41 or at base 2. Are there 2 base 2 on this map? I think so. Is this base 4? Yes, it is. Okay. So, base 1, base 2, base 3, and base 4. Okay. They didn't do that by mistake, I guess. The SV is going to scout base 3 in the south, and therefore Hasu will be first to find his opponent, or rather take the shells from this marine. Probe is able to live until this Reaper is getting out, so the Reaper harassment will be no surprise. Hasu was also able to see the expansion of DieStar. That SCV gets destroyed by this stalker. Poor mechanical guy. The Reaper was able to see the stalker in time and is jumping to another Salnaga tower. Still, it takes some hits from the stalker. Playing cat and mouse here until the Reaper gets killed by the 5th shot of the stalker. 3 more barracks up and running. 2 of them at least. It was not enough. No, okay, he was waiting to put a reactor on the 3rd one. We see a small army, 3 stalkers moving towards the north base, the expansion, and the bunker is able to hold them off for now. Hasu is warping in his nexus at his natural. Bunker being repaired. It's important to keep everything in shape. 2 more gateways coming in now when the warp technology has been researched. And the Twilight Council is coming in, possibly to let Hasu research Blink for his stalkers. 2 sentries here to be able to block off this ramp, I guess. Why would he want to do that? No reason for it. That ramp is too wide. This is too wide. Okay. They can always use the shield and shoot at the enemy anyway. Both of DieStar's command center has been transformed into orbital commands. We can see the factory getting a reactor, and since we've seen in the earlier games, he has moved the starport onto that reactor and moved the factory away to do other things. And he's doing that again. So he will be able to train 2 medivacs at the same time, or even put some Vikings into the game. But right now he is supply blocked. Hasu is placing a pylon out here to be able to see any drops before they come too close to his base. And we see 6, 7 gateways. The 7th gateway being warped in here. Lot of warp gate troops will Hasu be able to warp in. These 3 stalkers still checking the map with the control of the Selnaga tower. Two medivacs finished now, and it looks like, yes, DieStar is moving out from his base, salvaging his bunker. It's a rather large bioball he is moving in with. Stalkers seeing him as he approached the Selnaga tower. This probe being able to hold on to the Selnaga tower as well. 1 marine chasing that one. Another probe here. Holding that Selnaga. Since this became a non-surprise for Hasu, it looks like this bioball will be holding its position here in the center of the map. Stalkers, zealots, and a couple of sentries remain in Hasu's base. Maybe the important thing here was that DieStar forced him to warp in a lot of troops, but Hasu was still able to spare 400 minerals for a 3rd nexus. DieStar has just finished his 3rd expansion. And by the way, this 3rd expansion only has 1 gas. That's important to know for you when you play on Terminus. Okay, stalkers shooting a few shots and then blinking away. 1 medevac moving away as a drop. We will see the large engagement first, which is a non-engagement, so we will watch the drop here. Marines spreading out and stalkers taking them out here. Zealots slashing away on those poor marines, and the medevac is going down. I can almost hear the pilot scream "Eee!" on the way down. The larger group is surrounded, force fields, zealots, walling them in, And so far 2 medivacs are able to escape. Only 1 remaining, and that is killed there. So that engagement didn't go that well for DieStar, who lost his army, his medivacs, and the edge that he possibly had when he attacked. Right now Hasu has the edge, he has the map control. You can see that Hasu is actually mining mostly minerals in this game, and that's why he is composing his army mainly of zealots. 1 pylon being destroyed, and the Terran army is trying to avoid the engagement with the Protoss army while still holding it at bay away from his base. These stalkers moving in on this 3rd expansion, killing off the SCVs, destroying 1 supply depot and the construction site for a barracks. With 6 medivacs he can use stim excessively. The Marauders here needs healing too. A new attack from the Protoss, he's stimming up, trying to hold off the Zealots. Regrouping, putting all his troops together again, but Hasu is able to destroy the other construction site for the barracks. And dancing around this midpoint, this cliff here, he's able to move into his natural base, spreading out some troops, zealots down here at the 3rd, zealots at the 2nd, stalkers into his main base. Looks really bad for DieStar now. Losing that army in his attack earlier put him behind, and that 30 supply of armies still missing from him. The stalkers were forced to blink out, and he's holding the ramp to his main base, but his 3rd base has been destroyed. The natural is still threatened. It looks really bad, and meanwhile Hasu is of course warping in even more units. The few remaining Marauders, what will they be able to do here against this swarm of zealots? Not often you can say that, but yeah, DieStar surrenders. It's hopeless for him now, and he leaves the game. This was game 4, and as you can see it will be a game 5. I hope you will watch that too. And like I said before, if you haven't seen game 1, 2, 3, please do. They are also interesting games. I find PvT very fascinating from time to time, and these games have surely opened up my eyes. Thanks for watching, see you in game 5, bye.